And this beat is kind of smooth. Okay. All right, welcome back to Topic Talk, guys, where you seek it and I speak it. Now, we got a couple topics today that I was interested in talking about before we actually get into your topics. But the first topic that I want to bring up is this topic from what I saw from Twitter. One of my friends posted something that was very interesting to me, so I decided to bring it up. So, first topic of the day is Ava finding out about this guy. So, Ava posts, "Don't be this guy. My body is my body. Messaging the doctor I chose to get my breast reduction from because of how large they've been my whole life is not something you get an opinion on. LOL. By the way, not something you can change with diet and exercise." So August Zaragoza, okay? I know it's probably hard to see his picture, but this already looks like a guy that would be sending messages like this. He says, "You butchered Ava GG's body, or you butchered Ava GG. She was fine before. Is it worth the money mutilating a woman's true beauty? She could have weight trained and lost weight before doing this extreme unnecessary surgery." To which the doctor, who he had sent this to, said she didn't need to lose weight. Her large breasts weren't due to fat. Educate yourselves. Oh, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month, so try some kindness, right? So this man did this, and then Ava says, "The audacity of men will never cease to amaze me. I fucking can't believe someone wrote that to her. I really can't. I want to go smash my head into a brick wall now." Wow. I'm also in the same boat. There's last tweet she put is, "It's 2021. You don't own a woman's body, but you don't get an opinion what she wants to do with her body. You definitely don't cross boundaries to shame people who choose to get work done on their or message their doctor for getting work done." So this dude is like 5,000%. You know what I'm saying? A weirdo, bro. An actual weirdo, bro. I'm like, okay, first off, now I'm just now starting to get educated on the fact that like women are they're like breast reductions are becoming like a bigger thing. Because yeah, I mean, having big breasts does hurt the back. Like you got to carry them things around all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women are getting breast reductions now. But even if she wanted to get breast implants, reduction, whatever the fuck she wanted to do, it's her body, bro. And you over here mad about a body you won't even ever get a chance to touch. You might even not even be able to get a handshake from Ava, bro. And this man went absolutely insane on the doctor over the fact that she decided she wanted to get smaller breasts to help, most likely with, you know, back pains and stuff like that. You know? That is extra wild, bro. You're insane for doing this, bro. Like your parents have failed you for allowing you to think that you had any type of power for doing this. So he's like, "Those boobs could have been mine." I know, right? Like you're like, that's insane to me, bro. Literally insane. So I was like, I had to bring that up today because I was like, bro, that's actually what a way to start this thing off. So can you at least leave them in the jar? A friend of mine had to go through multiple PT appointments as well as get medically cleared multiple times for reduction. It is not a fun process if it is medically necessary. Good for her. Hope she's feeling good. That is actually some harassment, basically, though, to go that far to message the doctor. Like that's insane. So anyway, that was a topic that I saw that I felt like I wanted to talk about. I'm going to move forward and talk about your topics. So let's see what y'all got. We'll see what y'all put here. This beat's kind of going crazy, but the beats always go crazy. Boom. Topic talk. Here we go. All right. First on topic talks, which is kind of a big subject as well. Rags, aka Ragtime Mouse, she also streams. Big shouts to Rags. Said, "Talk about the misdirected hatred toward NFTs and how everyone should be protesting against Bitcoin and the infrastructure used to run these things that does actual damage. Canceling NFT artists does nothing. It's not even a drop in the bucket, but people don't know it. P.S. People that have Dogecoin investments go around screaming at Twitter artists selling an NFT and have no idea at how absolutely stupid they look because they don't really understand what's going on. On Sheeple TDLDR." Okay. So I had to go do some research about this, you know, actually straight up, because I actually didn't know like the full process of Bitcoining and how it works. But basically, And like, this is the most easiest terms that I can describe it in. This is the easiest term to describe to me. Bitcoins are like in a big blockchain, right? And like every 10 minutes or every 10-ish minutes, another Bitcoin is made. But the miners have to guess this like mathematically correct algorithm or whatever to get that Bitcoin. And so therefore, the reason why you have mining and miners and like big server like rooms that are just full of people trying to mine Bitcoin is because like you need to be able to do a bunch of calculations as quick as possible to get the highest chance of getting that coin, right? Because of the amount of energy and electricity that that uses is very harmful for the environment. And that and that's the practice that isn't good for the world, right? So there is some places currently where they're doing more like solar energy or like things like that with the Bitcoin mining and stuff. Like I think they were talking about in Iceland, it's a little better for that, but for the most part it's still mostly off electricity, and it is just, it's just too much altogether. So Elon Musk actually put out a tweet recently that said you can't buy Teslas with Bitcoin anymore until you guys figure out a better way, a more environmentally conscious way to mine Bitcoin, which was interesting because then Bitcoin went down a little bit, but it's back up, obviously. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing to talk about. Like I am still like not super versed on it, but I can tell that NFTs are definitely a lesser deal than Bitcoin, because as you guys are telling about it's a non-fungible token. It's basically just like the way the NFT works is like you can pretty much make anything an NFT, man. Take a GIF, cut the GIF out, and if no one has already made an NFT, it's now your NFT. So we got y'all explaining in the chat. So I'm just read what y'all said in the chat. The amount of physical space needed for data mining and the amount of energy required that is harmful for the environment. And then you got Dr. Nutt says, so like say some artist releases 20 NFTs of Diddy eating a hamburger. All of a sudden they have value because they are limited. Oh, that's stupid. And people will buy and sell them based on the assumption that they have value. Whatever happened to the supply and demand? More Bitcoin equals less valuable. Schools failed me. When I was going to school for environmental studies in early 2010, Bitcoin was one of the things we were learning was going to be a big threat in environmental conservation. So I know that Bitcoin kind of started up in 2008. That was like a big thing for it. But yeah, since then it's only gotten bigger and bigger, which means more people are trying to become Bitcoin miners. Thus meaning there's going to be more electricity used, and then thus being more harmful for environments. I forgot where I was reading this thing, but they said one of the areas they were using so much electricity that rolling blackouts it was just common in that area. So he doesn't care about the environment if he did it because of legality. Damn. The environment reason just to cover. Damn, all right. Wow. I don't really feel like NFTs will ever get to the point of Bitcoin. I'm trying to figure out how you can use electricity in that way to make NFTs as big as Bitcoin. And maybe I'm just not seeing it right now, but to me the process of making an NFT seems to be like kind of like a free-for-all, while the process of Bitcoin all depends on that one person dropping that one Bitcoin every like 9 minutes or whatever. So what's up with Dogecoin then? Dogecoin's a meme, dude. I actually don't know. I don't know where Dogecoin comes into the picture, but I'm sure it's like on a smaller scale of Bitcoin. But I think all that coin shit in general is all put into the same category of like being harmful because of the amount of like electricity you have to use to be able to mine and process and the upkeep of that. So isn't Dogecoin just a copy of Bitcoin started later with a different branding? Is it? Because I thought Dogecoin was just like a different type of coin altogether, and that's why it's so cheap right now. I mean, was Bitcoin that cheap when it started? Maybe selling Dogecoin like 0.0003%. Catch me out here with nickels. Yeah, but anyway, definitely feel like we do need to find a way to make, if we're gonna continue to mine Bitcoin or whatever, because it's not gonna shut down. Please find a more I guess worldly conscious way for that to you know, work. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, like the way that the scientists are speaking about like global warming and the climate and all that good stuff, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. It sounds like everything that we're doing is harmful, and that we're cutting the years that Earth is going to be a safe place to live down exponentially. So I most likely will be dead by the time that ends up being a super huge issue, but I wouldn't like to be contributing to it the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So, but good Lord. So, all right, moving forward, we got M. David Gabin saying the future of local Smash tournaments, vaccine card requirements, and such moving forward. I feel like I kind of talked about this last topic talk, but honestly, man, I do think that like vaccine cards, I don't know about a requirement, but they should be encouraged. Show us your vaccine card, get $10 off your venue free. I don't know. Like, getting a vaccine is free, man. So, you know, so I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there's got to be something, because like some people may not want to get the vaccine for their own health reasons. Maybe like they're already immunocompromised and they're like worried that getting this vaccine could potentially kill them. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that can get a vaccine, you should definitely get a vaccine, in my opinion. Also, I realized that vaccines weren't cleared for minors until like recently. So if you know, and seeing the fact that Smash has anywhere between like 13 to like 37 playing in their tournaments, some of the minors might not be able to get it until just now. So that that's, you know, I definitely think that we should be doing something to encourage people to get vaccines, because that's important. But overall, like, I don't know about like forcing people to get vaccines. You know, hopefully those people are also safe. But like, I also don't want people to be lying out here too. Like, if you're an anti-vaxxer, you don't want to get a vaccine and you're telling everybody you're immunocompromised when that's not true. That's shitty. So, they're still not cleared? Well, they're cleared. They were cleared in I think a certain state. They might have been California. So, yeah, I'm not completely sure, man. I was talking to some dude on Twitter. Some kid on Twitter said it, so maybe he was lying. But he was going back and forth with some people in my mentions about how he don't like wearing masks or whatever. And then some guy came back to him and was like, "Oh, your grandparents okay? Well, I wonder how long that is." And then he posted an article link that said, "Bet you feel pretty dumb right now," and it was talking about like how the vaccine was lifted for, you know, certain levels of minors. And I was like, "Well, are you vaccinated?" And he was like, "No, because it just got lifted." And I was like, "Well, it still applies to okay." 16 is the minimum age, and now it's 12. Okay. I think that's also a good thing too, man. If you don't want to vax, want to attend, just wear your mask, congregate with who you trust, and be very conscious about being in germ fields. You know, the issue is though that it's not like it doesn't matter how sanitary you try to be. Tournaments are just not a sanitary place, man. A lot of exchanges of like touches, even on accident, just, you know, rubbing against people trying to get through the crowd. A lot of spit in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's just not really it's impossible to make a super clean tournament. So, con flu, you know, it's the best. It would be better for you to just get a vaccine for sure. Like, for my sake, for your sake, and everybody involved. You know, but there is things that you can do. Like, for instance, I'm definitely not sharing any more bottles with anybody, bro. That's dead. We used to be just passing one bottle around 18 different niggas. Like, nah, that's dead, bro. Ain't nobody sharing nothing with me now, bro. I'm buying me one little flask worth of alcohol, and that's only for me. Don't ask me for a sip. Don't ask me for a drop. Don't ask me to pour it in a cup. You're not getting nothing off me, bro. You're not getting nothing off me, man. So, Yeah, we had to dead that real quick. Yeah, but everybody, if we smoke, everybody got to bring their own blunt. Like, we can't. There's no more sharing of the blunts, bro. just none of that, bro. Oh man, you get my own bottle. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You know, that's what I like to see. We got like, I think the last 2 topics were kind of jokey, but oh. Well, one dude said Vtubers. I don't really have an opinion on Vtubers. I think that if that's what you want to do, then like that's what you want to do. Like, if it works for you, it works for you. I got a lot of friends that are doing VTube stuff, and then I got a lot of friends who are still on the camera like me. I don't think I'm ever going to do VTube stuff because I kind of like being on camera. Mostly because I think I'm pretty. But 2, just, I don't know. It seems like a little bit of work to get VTubes going up. So, and the last topic we have is this is Mobilisk saying I don't know, how about the D-bag who blamed his horse failing a drug test on cancel culture. And then another guy says, what in the fuck? And then he drops the link. So this is the link to the article that he dropped. Trainer blames, wait, get out of here. What? Come on, man. Come on, it wasn't. Trainer blames cancel culture after Kentucky get out the way. Anyway, Kentucky Derby winner Vanita Spirit fails a drug test. A trainer with a long history of horses failing drug tests has landed on the real reason Kentucky Derby winner Vanita Spirit failed his most recent one, cancel culture. So first of all, this trainer already be failing drug tests. Already be failing drug tests, right? A trainer with long history of horses failing drug tests. And he talking about his cancel culture. So, Bob Baffert announced Sunday that Medina Spirit, his latest Derby champion, has failed a post-race drug test after the colt was found to have twice the legal limit, 21 picograms of betamethasone, a powerful steroid in the system, despite the horse never being treated with the drug, according to Baffert. So, Baffert, a 7-time Derby winner, has been on the defensive in the 2 days after the announcement, has blamed the nebulous concept of cancel culture, which until recently meant political correctness or facing consequences of action, as to why yet another one of his horses has failed a drug test. He has been suspended by Churchill Downs indefinitely, pending the track internal investigation. So this man obviously it's not about cancel culture, because apparently you've already been drugging horses, right? So you're lying through the skin of your teeth. Like, and that's just wild that you think that you're gonna be able to get away with something like that. Like, what are we doing here? You know, like, if you failed that many drug tests before cancel culture, then you're just drugging your horses, bro. Like, you definitely goofy for that one, bro. But he did bring up a decent point, man. I think there's only a decent point in one way. I think that cancel culture has went a little too far. I think that like accountability culture should have been the thing for people who are still shitty. But like, when stuff is coming out from people 10 years ago, and they're like getting canceled for that, but they've like shown in action that they are not like that anymore. That shit is that shit's whack. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure all of us, a lot of us have used to say the the derogatory slur for gay people, the F one, when we were younger, right? Like, we obviously grew up and learned that, hey, that's just not cool. Like, that wasn't the way, right? But people will like try to find your tweets from like 2009 and be like, look what he said. Look what he said. All right, but like, if that's the last time I saw it, I've said it, right? Or they've said it, because then obviously I've learned, or they have learned, you know? So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, there is a threshold where cancel culture is going too far, but I do think that overall it has good intentions, and I don't think that cancel culture should be what it's called. It's more so just holding people accountable. You know, like, I feel like if people are still being shitty in this day and age, yeah, call them niggas out, bro. But if you're trying to like just find any and every kind of like dirt on someone, then you're whack. You're whack for sure. you know. But I'm definitely about holding people accountable. I'm just not about like the negative version of cancel culture, which is just, I found this one thing out about this guy. Oh my God. I was like, when did it happen? In 1998, but still, he was 9, but it was still him. I'm like, all right, buddy. All right. You got me, bro. So, yeah, man, that's gonna be topic talk. I see y'all talking about the gas, but like honestly, I talked about it in the last topic talk, which means y'all didn't watch that fucking video. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this topic talk. We will have this is probably the last topic talk for this week, so definitely pull up, drop a comment below, leave a like, and do all that other good stuff that I asked you to do on topic talks. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's a great time on the YouTube. If you want to subscribe on Twitch too, you can do that as well, but I'm talking about on the YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching Topic Talk. Peace!